So it began.
Thus it began. And then I did various things that helped the town out, and they started referring to me as the ambassador. I got knighted. I got an order of the pair, etc., etc.
Have you looked for Australia? How do you know Australia doesn't exist? Have you been there? Have you looked?
I've looked at the maps. Yes, I've looked at maps in other zones that are similar layout to this zone that have Genovia on it.
Why haven't you gone?
What was your second question, sir?
Can you just hold off for like 2 days a month?
Will there be anything else, Ambassador?
No.
So, did you have any other questions,
I'm good.
Wade? Okay, so hence why taking out the ice tower is not going to assist in regards to the resettlement of these people.
Although I would like to state, says Darius, that should anybody manage to conquer that, is that Freddy dying again?
Yes.
Of course. Why do I even ask? If anybody actually manages to conquer that land, there's a vast amount of resources there.
Mm-hmm.
Various precious materials.
Little mining nodes.
Exactly. Vast amounts of
and other civilizations.
Yes. Oh, yes.
And potentially other land. Because that was the thing, because other people that were playing the game ended up on a different landmass, didn't they, on the same world or something?
No, we finally found out that they spawned near a place that was called Fort Haight, far to the west of Middle Valley. And unfortunately, it was a lot of dudes, and many of them ended up repeatedly killing each other, as well as dying in their attempts to make their way inland. They were like the Claire at Swade swarm of locusts, and
I didn't say it.
No, other people did. They Claire Maddox, and yes, they managed to kill themselves off.
Okay.
They Claire Maddox some more.
Nature took care of itself, kept the balance.
The balance, yes. Well, good day, Ambassador.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
They get up and bugger off to wherever it is that they are.
So hence why taking care of the ice tower hasn't been high on my list of things to do, because it's not going to help with their situation.
And fear.
No, just it couldn't see how it was going to benefit.
Is there any other way to get there besides the vortex?
We did establish a cleanse, I should say, appeared there once the town reached a certain population.
Okay.
And so there was a cleanse. There is a fairy ring in the sewers of disappointment that, if you activate, will take you through to a area in the land. There's another gate there. I'm not sure it was activated, so I don't know where that one goes. You could use a trump to get there. You could go to the Smurf City, climb Gilgamesh's tower, and use the book to transport you there. You could shadow walk there.
I remember the book.
Yes, that huge book. That's right. You can shadow walk there. If you've been there previously, that is. You can't shadow walk. We're assuming you've got the basic level of shadow walking. One of the things we would sometimes do is, if we had someone who had a decent level of skill in using a flying car, and we had a bit of cash, we'd get a magic flying car in Gothic, and then we would shadow walk in the flying car, and that gave us quite a bit of a maneuverability in there.
Oh, flying car makes a piece of piss out of almost every zone you've been to.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's only like 2 people that are any good at not crashing and killing everybody.
Mm-hmm. Well, one person. I suspect Freddy's not. I don't know how good Freddy is.
And Freddy, despite his high skills, isn't actually good at anything due to his low rolls or high rolls.
Yeah. So yes, so there are several ways there. No, change that gate to go there. That gate would have reset, so it doesn't go there.
Have you made a map of all of the different portals and ways to get to and from each location?
If you have a look at the wiki,
Yeah.
if you have a look at the
They have a
wiki
bubble chart, don't they?
for Anytime Anywhere, we started putting together a list of the portals and where they went to.
No cool chart yet. Unfortunately, the wiki is mostly people copy paste what was on the in-game board rather than make it into a true wiki thing, but it's a start.
Yeah, there's some entries that I'd put together which are true wiki entries.
Yeah, I think we'd need another 1,000 or 2,000 fans to really get a fucking strong ass wiki going.
There is some, if you look in the archive section of the bulletin board, Freddie put together a map of the Sewers of Disappointment. There's a few inaccuracies in his map compared to what I've got noted down. However, it's probably good enough to not get you too lost and to find some of the gates.
So you've got a copy. You've got one version. Freddie has another version. Has anybody gone down to confirm any of this?
No, not yet. No time.
Maybe that's a good low-hanging fruit there. Get a group together, remap the Sewers of Disappointment, give them both your copies, and go.
Yeah, I'd have to actually sit down and map out my copy when I had some time
I've already
to do
mapped
it.
it out.
Yeah, but your map's got some errors in it.
I know. Yeah, it's bad. I know.
I was just saying, and yeah, and there's not necessarily a reason to remap it out because there's other things going on.
But nobody's doing anything, so why not?
People are doing lots of things. They're not necessarily doing things relating to the big picture.
But what can be done about the big picture right now? When the biggest picture is Doc Fulton, right?
Yeah. But he's not around, so we can't do it.
Right. So
who has taken Doc Fulton's place, Freddie?
I know who's taking his place. I don't know why I've taken his place.
Maybe because you're gaming the most out of anyone currently.
Oh, I don't know what you mean by that.
Maybe because you seem to be appearing the most out of anyone in the of our group.
I know. Out of game, I know what. In game, I have no idea.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about in game. You, out of all the Doras, you appear to be appearing most often.
No, that couldn't be it.
You appear to be around more than any of the other Doras.
If this was a movie, the three of us in this room with you, Freddie, are supporting actors.
All right. If
you are at the apex.
I need your help then to help me find the unicorn's eye.
Why do you need to find a unicorn's eye?
Because if I want to make a logris, I'm going to need a unicorn's eye.
How will you make a logris?
I'll get to it when I get to it.
You don't have any ability to walk the logris.
I don't. So what am I supposed to do about it?
Learn how to do it first, and then come talk to me about the eye.
Right, how do I learn how to do it?
That's the question you need to be asking yourself, Freddie.
All right, can you get the lab painting up and running?
Get the
There
what?
might be books in there that can answer that question. How
I've got
to
a red
make
book.
logris? No,
Have you read my red book?
I will throw that in the fire.
Okay.
So you're hoping the eye is going to teach you how to create logos. So you're going to get the eye, you're going to give it to Ren, and be like, teach me how to write logos.
No, I'm not
I
going to give it to
know
Ren.
how to teach you the logris.
I'm not going to give it to Ren.
You know where you can go to find information on the logris? Probably the same people who know about the pattern.
No, you want to go to the opposite.
The other place.
You want to go to the Courts of Chaos.
But I'll guarantee even the good guys know about it.
Well, Dworkin would.
Dun, dun, dun.
Logan, side note. You said you haven't prepped any ambush stuff. So is
a good way to put it is you don't need to go to Amber to get any of the stuff done.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
There are ways and there are ways. As far as like finding books in the library about Amber, you think that's as likely as going into Colburn Maddox's room and finding books on poetry and the expression of thought via verse.
All right, so we need to find someone then who can teach me, or maybe Joshua, since you're the most experienced in shapeshifting, how to
It'll
make
be
a
several
logos.
years before I'm ready and willing to walk the Logos.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it means that as Slade might say, you're up, Freddie.
Now the thing is that because we've walked the pattern, it makes it even harder for us to walk the Logos.
Which will make Freddie fucking happy because Freddie loves nothing better than getting in there and spending some hero points on shit.
Okay, so, all right, hold on then. Okay, how did Doc make the pattern?
Easy. Not
Oh,
easy.
yeah.
Obviously not easy because I died trying to do it. But
But okay, so why is it different? Why is it not also quote unquote easy to make a logos?
because they're completely different objects. Logos is chaos.
So what do you need then?
Pattern is order.
So what do I need? What skill set? What abilities would I need?
You need a chaos form. You need an avatar form. You may need another form.
So what you're saying is,
you may
I need to
some
work
other
on my
skills,
shapeshifting.
amongst other things. Yes. Having not walked the Logos or talked to anyone about the Logos, I don't know what else is needed. I just know that there are certain things like that needed.
Who else can we talk to about how to make a logos? What about that Santa Claus psychic person? Would he know in Gothic?
Probably not. He's
Probably
a
not.
psychic. He's not. I mean, Justice probably would know.
I think he's been trying to tell me, but I'm just not getting it.
Have you tried?
Tried what? Getting it? Yes. Several times.
Have you tried to paint it?
Paint what? The logos?
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure I need the eye to do that. The unicorn
I didn't
eye.
say create it. I said paint it, draw it, sketch it.
I don't even know what it looks like.
Why don't you sleep tonight with some paints under your pillow and a paintbrush and see if do it crayons in a coloring book. Justice would appreciate that, and just see if you draw something in your sleep.
Hey, is that gate in the library still there?
Is the what?
Is the gate in the library? Is it still there?
What gate in the library?
The one that Justice used, or came out of one.
I don't recall Justice coming out of a gate in the library.
Well, no, that was. I recall there being a very large mouse trap or something with a book on it.
Yes.
And that was like next to a gate or something, or a portal.
No, that was on the way to where the cinema used to be.
Yeah.
But that got burnt down somehow.
Anyway, so there's no gate there.
No, we have shadow when the link. So we went there purposely. What I'm trying to say, the painting got broken at one stage, as in you couldn't enter into it anymore.
Yes.
Because an orb had been stolen, and we shadow walked to it.
Yeah.
If you recall, using
I remember we did that. Yeah.
Yes. And that was because Justice had purposely broke the link to force us to get us to go there and look for the item so we could restore the link. Yes. And he led an obvious path to the cinema.
With popcorn.
So why was there a mouse trap way before that? What was that for? The trap. and the book on top of it.
Giant mousetrap baited with a book?
Yeah.
Who knows? I don't think anybody actually checked out the book, did they?
Yes, we did.
Oh, good.
Because we actually went and set off
Yeah.
the trap so we could check out the book.
Do you remember what the book was?
Yeah, rubbish.
Was it?
Yes, we looked at the book. It was not magical. I can't remember if it was the Big Book of Phobias or it was some other book. I'd have to check my notes, but I don't recall it being anything of any interest. It was the
Okay.
book that's... I'd have to check my notes, but yeah.
All right, last time I want to tell you guys. Have you guys tried sleeping with these books under your pillow?
I'm not sleeping with it. No. No. No.
What are you afraid
No.
of, Freddie?
No. I've already
Everything.
lost.
Everything.
I've literally lost my mind in the last couple months. If I
Maybe
sleep
you
with a
need
book
to-
under my pillow,
Maybe
I
you
will
need to consult a Yaqui Indian sorcerer.
Ooh.
Have you done that?
If you can actually get Freddie to sleep with a book under his pillow and stuff, remind me to give you a refill, Ralph.
Sure. I keep trying.
One of the special books, not just any book.
not happening.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm not saying that you'll go totally insane, but you know, it should be interesting, right? There's so much interesting shit going on that I've literally buried the PCs in it. This is the position as a GM you want to achieve, where you just sit there and go all day long.
All right, so
And then
back
write
to
lots of
back to helping me figure out how to make the logbook.
It was you, Freddie, who was there.
Uh-huh. Blaming
Do
Freddie.
you recall where we found Fiona?
Yes, in some kind of a tower thing.
And what was it
Yeah, the
called?
heart missing.
And what was it called?
Tower of Lies. Oh, for fuck's sake. I hate you so much.
What was the tower called?
The Tower of Lies.
Palace of Eyes.
Tower of Lies.
Oh, and you just now put this together. How long ago did that happen approximately, Pete? Do you remember?
Last season sometime.
It
Middle of last
happened. It happened February this year.
Cool.
Yeah. Like 6 months ago.
You see, Ralph, it's easy to run a game with people who take literally months to put together things because it makes me so happy.
Hey, Colburn, how dull is your axe?
It's not.
No,
All right,
yeah.
wait.
There's a blunt side.
Well, now we're talking.
Oh wait, no. Do you have the cool fantasy axe, Colburn, or do you have normal axe?
No, it's the fucking real scary one.
There's no dull side. You'd have to hit it with
The fucking pole.
Oh, you're right. Carry on.
All right, then, all right, okay. How do we get back there? Besides shadow walking. I'm assuming you have to shadow walk there.
Pretty much, because the way we got there originally was that you, me, and Alex focused on Fiona's card, and we were able to step through the card to her.
You know, yeah, okay. I completely forgot about that tower.
Is that where you got the Book of Eyes?
No, that was a different zone.
Right.
Yeah. So basically, this.
Oh wait.
Maybe,
Did he tell you what he did with the book of eyes he got?
Sure,
You
yeah.
already know?
I keep telling him to go get it. You won't listen.
You threw it in a lake.
I didn't throw it in the lake.
You threw it in a river?
It was in the car, and I crashed the car in the river, and then I swam away.
He didn't want to spend any hero points on doing the car thing, so he spent them on swimming instead. It was good.
And you won't go get the book.
It's lost.
You go get the book. I'll sleep with it under my pillow.
Okay.
Next scene, it shows Freddy go stand next to the river, looks at it. Front door's locked, back door's locked. I'll go back this way.
So Freddie,
because the book of eyes that we got didn't come with us when we crossed over.
You're not the chosen one. So here's how it works, Freddie. You said you feel like you're losing your mind, you're slipping,
Mm-hmm.
right? Okay, so here's what you do. You're getting some really nasty stuff. You go a little cuckoo, but then you have to succeed and do something good.
I
you feel
know, I'm
better.
trying. So before I go and visit the Tower of Eyes, I need
You're
to
gonna go
prepare
back to that
myself.
losing place? Cool.
I need to prepare myself mentally. Then I can go to the scary place, not lose my shit, find whatever's over there, and then do whatever I need to do.
But see,
But
here's
you-
the other side of this is like, maybe we can get together, you, me, Coburn, or McKay. We help you lose your mind just a little bit more, and then you'll see things there more clearly. And then you can
No,
point them out to us.
no, I've been down that road. It's a bad road. I don't want to go back down that road. No,
But you'll have us to believe in you.
it was a dark time in my life. But yes, okay.
Freddie, I've got a quick question for you. What was the light time of your life?
The what? Oh, the light.
That was a dark time. I think the whole thing's been pretty much unbroken blackness as far as I've noticed.
Oh,
Is there,
I liked the octopus. That was fun.
I was gonna say that's probably
that's fine.
Also, killing Batman. That was fun. Good time.
So I know you
Okay.
deep in thought there, McKay.
Yes, I was trying to remember what I was looking up, but my brain is a bit too fuzzy.
Tower of Eyes, and then some.
No. It was before. I actually was looking something up besides the Tower of Eyes, as well as that. But I can't remember what else it was I was looking at.
Who was in the? Who? There was
10:04 in the morning for me, so my brain is sludgy.
There was a dude in the Tower of Eyes.
Yes.
Do you remember who it was?
I'd have to check my notes.
Did you hold a chalice and wear robes?
I think he did.
Ralph just covers his eyes.
When I close my eyes forever.
You're causing Suede Sandy loss. I'll give you a card, Freddie. There you go. Yeah, I mean, he was a weird dude, and I think that you guys didn't really talk much to him. He just said hi and left.
No.
So
No, actually, Alex and I talked to him a bit.
Is this the guy that was in the cave?
No, you've never met him.
Nah, that was a different weird guy who probably had answers to the universe as well.
good stuff. By the way, you guys let me know whenever you're wanting to wrap this up. I'll just continue along with you until you're ready to. Whenever you're wanting to, it's all up to you guys. Because I'm not sure how. Well, Pete's a fucking beast at continuing on, but that's because he's learned to live without sleep ever.
Too bad there's no Control F feature there, Pete.
Let me know when you've got about 2 seconds of clarity, McKay.
Yes, I'm just trying to find the thing about the.
It's times like this when Pete wonders why he doesn't hire a professional secretary. It's like, your job is to put all these notes in, and then she goes insane thinking that Pete's gone insane as she's typing this stuff in. Because Pete won't tell her it's for a game. No.
The dildo that immediately brings one from unconsciousness back to the waking world.
That would be. Can you imagine being hired by somebody to type
Goes
that?
to the inventory list. That's an inventory item.
We're gonna have to see if we can duplicate those. Yeah, everybody just keep one in at all times. And she's like, "What? The butt plug of uncertainty. What?" Oh man.
Hey, well, Pete digs through his notes, Freddie. You want to hear some Colburn books?
No.
Or you want Just see some kind of books that Colburn has laying around his
I
house.
will throw them in the fire and burn them.
That'd be really impressive. They're actually here with me.
I will find them and throw them in the fire and burn them.
That's worth risking.
Okay. Show the camera what you got there, Tim. Just one of them, just to give us an idea.
Small selection. Go with the Sears and Roebuck 1923 catalog.
Ooh, that's a find. You got to make sure the camera can capture it.
Zombie Survival Guide.
Mm-hmm.
That's a useful book.
Medieval Technology and Social Change. Boy, the Stirrup did a shit ton for fucking horse charges.
By horse charges, do you mean when you rammed the bomb up the horse's head?
Fucking lances. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the stirrups. Oh, yeah. That and the horse collar.
Hard Time, Understanding and Reforming the Prison. That's a fun read.
Less buttery.
The Wisdom of Wolves. Yeah.
I'm starting to understand why you're the way you are now.
Apex Predator. I might even fucking send this to you. Are you in the States?
No, he's not.
He's in England. I'd recommend sending him a PDF of it because sending a fucking credit card here is $50.
This is a really important one, Freddie. I don't know if kill a soldier and get one of these from him.
Ralph, do you have a copy of the Orange book? The tactics book?
Yeah, it's in the other row. I do.
Yeah, because that's the best book for PCs.
That's a good one for you, Freddie.
Why?
You gotta know. You gotta know your enemy, Freddie.
So real fast, McKay, 2 things.
Yes.
1, if you can, write up, if you could, just even a couple sentences, like maybe the differences you see in the 2 maps. You don't have to make me a complete map of yours, but if you have an idea where the discrepancies, where you think the discrepancies are, can you post it?
Mm-hmm.
And then
William's End.
Yeah, the tactics book that he just held up. Could you read off the title of that?
Oh, he's got it. He's got the original. I got the copy. Yeah. Is that one yours?
No. Well, it might be. I don't know.
It's the Black Eagle Security Investigations Corporation's Tactics Investigation Handbook for Operatives, Freddie. You gotta have one of these. You need to know how to move your fucking people through buildings that are potentially filled with hostile things, security cameras, and security forces. You gotta figure out ways to get around those fuckers.
That actually
maneuver through the wilderness and how to stay safe. But the IET book from boot camp, that one's got tons of shit on that one too.
Well, that book, the purple book you just held up, Freddie, as far as for gamers, that's one of the more useful books I've ever seen. And you can see Ralph's got a copy. That may tell you something there, Freddie.
We're on other sides of the country. You got this book, right?
Yeah, we're about 2,000 miles apart or more. No, probably about 3,000 miles apart. There you go.
Does Pete have it also?
Yes. In the end. Millennium's End, yes.
See? How to set up fields of fire, Freddie? Yeah. Such a good book.
So I'd recommend if somebody wants to send Freddie the title of that in typing, that you might find it for free somewhere. It's a very, very useful book. I used to get the players to read it, and I'd give them tests and shit on it. And it may tell you more than a psychic.
Here's a great line. Preliminary investigation. Number 1, stop the perpetrator if he or she is still around. So when you're investigating the crime scene, if the perpetrator is still there, stop them.
It's best just to ignore them and let them run off so you can track them down
So
later.
if the ice wizard is casting a spell ritual over your vortex, you stop them.
Oh no! If you ever get to listen to that episode, he's just sitting there going, "Look at him go!" And it wasn't that.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, not in the notes, no. I can't
Yeah.
remember what it was I was looking for.
He has so many notes that he is now into volumes. Volume
Did you
18.
find the information about the dude in the tower?
Yep, he had 2 goats that were whispering in his ears. And there was a tower with ears and eyes on it. And we had to find a tree with red fruit and cook it. And the jam tree past a contraceptive shop. And we also had to pick up a packet of fags for him.
Did you guys actually do that?
Yes.
That they did.
Mm-hmm. And Logan's afraid. Oh no, he's moving.
No, he's still here.
Yeah, you haven't frozen once.
So
That's
that
amazing.
was my favorite fucking section in the book, Freddie.
What is that? I can't quite make
What
it out.
is it?
Blurry.
This will let you know everything you need to know about what I just showed you. Front toward enemy.
Oh, that reminds me of a
The
picture.
whole
saw-
section on the Claymore. Fucking
I
love them.
saw a picture of one on a Roomba. Rumba.
That's fucking fantastic.
My one when I was in the military, they had a very popular poster of a guy jumping out of a plane with a claymore strapped to his head. And he
Right
said,
as fucking helmet.
"Yep," and then he had the clacker in his hand, and he was chasing a MiG.
Oh shit.
Did he get him?
I don't know. They didn't get that part of the poster. So, does anybody have anything else they'd like to discuss while all the brains are together?
If you come up with stuff, McKay, just send it to us, okay? Give us some stuff to do.
Yeah, do you?
Fred will
Where
give
should
you
I start
submissions.
to learn how to walk the logo? But should I
No
go to the
idea.
Tower of Eyes now
Maybe.
and
I
lose
think
my
you should
mind?
just start by going to the Courts of Chaos and asking them.
Actually, I think McKay already told you what the first thing you need to get really
What,
good at.
friendship? Yeah.
Yeah. After you get really good at that, then I'd probably find out what the next step is. Because McKay is not good enough to do it yet, and his shapeshifting is up there.
He's better than I am at it.
Exactly. This
Well, you
tells
can
you
do it
how
then.
good you're going to need to be, dude.
Uh-huh.
Next
Oh,
time,
yeah.
Freddie, be the octopus to get the octopusy, okay?
They don't call it an octopus because it's something you need to put your penis in.
Are you sure?
Well, yeah, I'm actually not sure of that. That could be the whole purpose of it. I'm not really
All right.
positive. So, does anybody else have anything, or should we wrap it up?
Let's wrap it up. I'm tired of listening to DJ open his sticky porn mags.
All right, going around real quick. Let's see. First, before we get to the finishing statements to the studio audience, who's no doubt watching in horror, or in horrors. Does anybody have a better title than Tickling the Universe?
Info dump.
No, I think I just tickled it mostly.
Big brains unite.
Which do you guys like better, Info Dump, Big Brains Unite, or Tickling the Universe?
Mentally ill gathering.
That might be taken the wrong way by people.
I'm good with tickling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds all right.
All right. So everybody take 2 cards additional. Then, oh, wait, before we do that, let me go around the table. Pete, do you have anything to say to the billions of people watching, not only on this planet, but others?
The eyes have it.
Nice. Ralph, do you have anything to say to the various alien life forms who are no doubt tuning in on this?
Thanks for joining.
TJ, do you have anything to say to the small child who has wandered onto this podcast unexpectedly?
Never take notes. Never.
And Freddie, what have you got to say?
you know, instead of the eyes have it, it would have been a lot more useful if it just said the Tower of Eyes has it.
Mm.
See, that would have helped a lot.
I'm not saying it is or isn't the Tower of Eyes, but it is an interesting thing how all this stuff might be connected
To Freddy.
to
Yeah.
Freddy, right?
Yeah.
And
Huzzah.
huzzah! All right, so I'm going to go ahead and end the broadcast, and then we'll do end of mission card play. Everybody, grab your extra 2 cards.